Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here, and I wanted to make you another video as a follow-up to the video that I made on Thursday, where I was talking about the mass of fluid in my breast along the scar, well, near the scar. It wasn't on the scar line, it was near the scar. So basically, what happened was I rang and left a message with the breast cancer nurse and told her what it was and what happened. And she said that she thought I had a buildup of fluid near where the lumpectomy was. So they made an appointment for me to see them on Friday morning at 11 o'clock. So I went across to the cancer center, and the hospital that I go to and work at actually has a cancer center. So I went along to the cancer center, and they put me behind a screen, and then they looked at the wounds or the scars. They said the scars looked okay. They said that it was a seroma, and they gave me 2 leaflets of 1 exercises that I was supposed to do, and 2 massages. They said I'm supposed to massage the scar, but I'm not going to massage directly on the scar. I'm going to massage by the scar, but not on the scar. I'm not going to do that. And they just said that the fluid would disperse on its own, which I hope it does. And so that was it for my visit to the cancer center. And then we left the hospital and went to the coffee morning on Thursday, which we normally go to. And then we went and had lunch. And then we went to the Pound Plan and bought some sandwiches and crisps for us to have for our dinner, because I told my boyfriend, I said, it doesn't do any good to have 2 big meals. I said we should only have 1 big meal a day, and then rest of the meals should be light meals. So we got sandwiches and crisps for our dinner, which was going to be a light meal. And then we went along to Oasis. And there was this lady that came to talk to me, and she's about 5 or 6 years older than me. And I told her, I said, oh, I've got cancer, and this is what happened. And whenever I was telling her what happened, she was shaking her head in agreement. And I said, oh, have you had cancer? And she said, no, that her daughter had cancer, and it was about 10 years ago, and her daughter was 34 at the time. And so in the UK, they don't start doing mammograms until you're 50. So the daughter was much younger than the age that they start doing mammograms. So obviously she had found the lump on her own without the benefit of a mammogram. And so by the time, because she found the lump on her own without the benefit of a mammogram, by the time they did the lumpectomy and was able to grade it and stage it, the cancer had progressed, and she had stage 4 cancer when they did the lumpectomy. And the reason why is because in the UK they don't do mammograms until you're 50, and then she was 34, so she was a good 16 years younger than the age when they start doing mammograms. So that's why she was stage 4, and they gave her chemotherapy and radiotherapy, and she lived for about 2 years. After they gave her a diagnosis of stage 4 breast cancer, she lived for about 2 years. And she said that basically her employer continued to pay her because her employer had taken out critical insurance cover, critical life insurance cover on her. So her employer continued to pay her when she was sick, which is not going to be my case. I won't get paid. I'm on a 0-hour contract. I'm not even entitled to any sick pay. So they're not going to pay me if I'm not at work working. They're not going to pay me. But the employer continued to pay her even though she was too sick to go into the office. So that really helped the family because they didn't have to worry about how they were going to pay the mortgage. But anyway, because she had stage 4 cancer and because it was 10 years ago, she only lived for about 2 years after she had stage 4 cancer. And I didn't want to ask this woman too many questions about her daughter because I didn't want it to upset her. So I didn't ask her, like where did the cancer spread to and things like that. I just let her tell me what she wanted to tell me. And then one thing that she said is don't watch YouTube videos, because I told her that I've been learning about the cancer by watching YouTube videos. And she goes, oh no, don't watch YouTube videos. And I guess she just doesn't want me to get upset. She doesn't want me to watch these videos and worry. But I think you need to find out what's in store for you. That's why I watch the YouTube videos, because you need to find out what's going to happen in the future, or what could happen in the future. And so people mean well when they say don't watch YouTube videos, because they're just like thinking, oh, well, you don't want to worry yourself unnecessarily. But I think that I need to watch YouTube videos to find out about other cancer survivors and people who didn't survive cancer, because there are YouTube channels of people who didn't survive, but their channels are still up and you can watch their videos that they made even though they didn't make it. And so that was my day yesterday. And so I found out some information about this critical illness insurance cover. I'm going to make another video on that. I'm not going to include that in this video. So that was my day. I was told I have a seroma that's right here, and I was told to keep massaging it and that it will dissipate. It will eventually dissipate. I have another appointment on Wednesday, so that's like 4 or 5 days. Let me see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days away. And then they're going to tell me what my stage was, I'm assuming, and what my next avenue of treatment is going to be. So I've got 4 more days, and then I'll have another appointment and find out what's actually going to happen with my cancer diagnosis. So that's it for my day. I told you about the seroma, and I told you about this person who had stage 4 cancer who didn't live through it. And those are the main points of my day. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will be making another video for you in the very near future to tell you about my cancer journey.